Oh, I don't think we had an overarching like concept beforehand. I think everything just fell into place and happened. Uh, we wrote the whole album in a span of about a year and a half. We started essentially right when we took time off of college together in Newport and wrote very few songs there because most of the time we were just hanging out and having a good time. And LA, we did write a lot of the material. So I feel like coincidentally, the album does really fit together because it does encompass a year's worth of our experiences. So, in itself, I guess that would be the general theme of the CD. But we didn't necessarily have a real concept or anything going into it.
Yeah, I think in Newport, everything was very new to us. So we were just taking time off school, and we had a practice studio about 1 or 2 miles away from our place, and just the thought of leaving the beach, we were 4 houses from the beach, wasn't a very pleasant thought for us to go into this burning hot, it was in the summer for most of it, in this burning hot practice studio with no air conditioning. And don't get me wrong, it was a great practice studio, and we used to use it a lot, but when we moved to Newport, we didn't really take advantage of that. So we wrote a couple songs there, and then we moved back home for a little bit, wrote a couple songs in Pyme's parents' house in Orange County. And then we moved to LA, and we had a loft. We had a second floor of our place, and we made it into our studio. So we could just hang out and then go upstairs and record some demos and jam, play music and stuff. So I think the different places definitely helped us and it inspired us on the record, because living at the beach definitely, a lot of the album has like a beachy feel, and living at the beach didn't inspire a lot of the record. But then moving to LA, you get like songs like Streetwalker and My Body, stuff like that, and then the beach inspired ones are more like Strings and Islands and whatnot.
We used to a little bit. We used to do some Kings of Leon covers and Strokes covers. Little Joy, love that band. But recently we haven't had, probably shouldn't admit this, but we haven't had too much time to practice. Just when we were home, or just all kind of been doing our own thing and taking a break because we've been working nonstop since 2 years ago. But we definitely plan to include some covers sometime soon. We really want to do some Radiohead covers because we feel like people wouldn't really expect that, or maybe some like Kanye West, or some like
Motown, old
D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, like R&B covers, something with some soul.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
But we listen to literally every type of music, and everyone kind of has their own niche, but we like to think that we have a very eclectic taste in music and try to bring that out in our songs. So
it actually doesn't mean that much. It doesn't mean anything. We're just throwing around ideas, and it's something really spontaneous and fun, and we thought that it really encompassed the body of work that we had, as well as the body of work that we wanted to write. I think the thing that was the most apparent thing for us was when the name just came out of I guess it was my mouth, but we all, I guess, felt it together. We went upstairs into our practice studio at the time and just started jamming, and a couple of songs came out from that vision of being under a name that is Young the Giant. And it's kind of silly, but we really enjoy just like the spontaneity of it. Yeah. There was a different name for the band in high school. So it was a while back. The Jakes, and we had released an EP called Shake My Hand, which was actually pretty much this lineup, and then we got signed, and we felt, because there was we started the band, Jake and I actually in early high school, sophomore year of high school. It just started as a garage band, and we wanted to, I guess, make a definite departure from that and have us all feel very, very comfortable with the name that we were under, because we were feeling like sometimes it was limiting us. Sometimes we felt that this isn't what the Jakes would write, and we didn't want to have to be held back. We wanted to just kind of write whatever. A lot of the songs on the album, not a lot, but a couple of them were just complete joke jams that we didn't ever think would be on the album or what we'd want, and it just ended up being there. Like Streetwalker is one of those just like balls out songs where we just kind of jammed it out. Well, when we originally had the name change, we had a couple of designers helping us out working on our website and just the feel of everything, and we got that design along with a couple more, and I think that really stuck out to us initially, just because I think it had the idea of looking out at like this separated island, this separated world, like from another view, and we didn't really analyze it too much. It looked pretty. It looks nice, and we never really thought much about it. And then we completed the album, and it was time to think about the album art. And after a lot of debating, we were thinking of other things. We realized that this was one of the first images that kind of impacted us, so we just went ahead and used it.